If you can't kill a boss, no reason why you can't look like one. Moogle putting the wow in transmogs.
This is looking pretty epic, I think. Overall, with the gray and the purple usage here. Fell Flame Inferno Shoulder pads. Yes, we've seen these before, but they're really cool. They are really, really cool. It's one of the better looking tier sets, I think, and it works perfectly for monks and basically every leather wearer. Anyway, Merciless Gladiator's Leather Tunic. This is spinning us all the way back to BC, Netherstorm, Marks of Honor, to pick up that chest piece. Now we're going straight up to Mist of Pandaria in the Grievous Gladiator's Waistband of Accuracy. To accurately pick this up for the Horde, you gotta have some pride, and basically prideful would be the Horde version. The leggings of the Assassin, Labyrinth, Murmur, 15% drop rate. Or you could go with the Merciless legs to match the chest, but I like this better. Anyway, moving on to feet. Oppressor's Merciless Treads, Hellfire Citadel Heroic, Tyrant Vel Harry, 18% on the drop rate for those feet. Doing the spin, getting a better look at the whatever that is on the back. The wrist, Veterans Leather Wrist Guards. Netherstorm, once again, BC PvP vendor. Just one Mark of Honor to pick up those bracers, or you could obviously go with the gloves from that set if you want. The back, that set being the Merciless set. Mantle of Burnished Blades, of course, is the back piece. The helm is Gertog's Discarded Hood, Hellfire Citadel Heroic, and the weapon, which I think looks pretty cool here, Dragon Soul Heroic, is the place to pick up that particular dagger. I promise no more like 6 legs in the back anymore. I promise we're not going to go there. This is the last time. Blood Tanned Pauldrons, Hellfire Citadel Heroic. That's a tier from WoD. The chest, the belt, and the legs are all from Castle Nathria Mythic. A bit difficult to get right now. Eventually, that's just going to get easier as you progress through Shadowlands and the next xpac. The belt, of course, we just said it. Castle Nathria Mythic Huntsman Altamore is the boss, about a 5% drop rate for that belt. Belt's really cool looking. I like the look of that belt. The legs are also Castle Nathria Mythic. This one has probably the best drop rate of the 3 pieces from Castle Nathria Mythic, just to keep you in mind. So anyway, got a Night Elf dude showing the feet, which are the Warmongering Gladiator, spelled incorrectly, I know, -5 there. Boots of Cruelty, WoD PvP vendor. If you Horde, you got to go wild. The wrist is Heart of Fear from Miss Pandaria, Blade Lord Tyak. 14% drop rate for the bracers of Unseen Strikes. Now what really makes this set is this back piece. It drops in Revendreth from Forge Master Matalav. About a 9% drop rate for that back. The helm, Rage Fury, Eye Patch, Black Rock Depths. Hurley Blackbirth is the dude who drops that, and the weapon, Lobotomizer, Alteric Valley. There's the vendor for the Alliance. Okay, I'm going to be straight with everyone right here and now. There's a problem with this set. Although it looks pretty damn cool with those vanilla pieces, the chest, the legs, and the boots, and even the eye patch is vanilla. The belt is going to be difficult to get, extraordinarily difficult, which means that if you want to substitute, I would say Castle Nathria Mythic from the previous set, that particular belt that you saw, would go very well with this set, depending on the race, depending on the gender. But this belt you're going to have to buy on the black market auction house if you don't already have it. It's been taken out of the game. It was in Old Scholomance. It was a leather set that you could grind out there. It's no longer there once they changed it. But I thought it just went so well with this set that I had to put that Cadaverous belt in there. I thought it just worked perfectly with the set. The rest of this, as you can see, is you got to head over to your war mill. That's probably wrong. I made a boo-boo there. That's a big mistake. The boots are the Bandit's boots. Those are easy to get. Although you really can't see them that well here on an Undead. Gilded Thorian Cloak is the cloak out of Karazhan BC version. And as far as the shoulders and the gloves, Those are Venthirs. So you got to be a Venthir rogue, and you have to have a lot of gold to get the belt. If you want it rogue order hole to get the weapon, that's an easy get right there. We got a mix here. What is essentially 3 different tiers. Dreadful Gladiators, Leather Spalders, Mob PvP Vendor. You can also pick that up on the auction house. 2 marks of honor for the shoulders. The chest piece is straight out of Dalaran Legion PvP Vendor. Marks of honor to pick up Fearless Gladiators, Leather Tunic. If you're Horde, well, you're out of luck. It's a different color and it's not going to match. Flayed Demon Skin Belt, Hellfire Citadel, various mobs, auction house. Pick up that belt. I think that belt goes really perfect with this set. Next up, we're going to go with the legs, part of the same tier set as the chest. Dalaran Legion PvP Vendor there, Marks of Honor. I think you got to buy the whole set. You can't just buy separate pieces, unfortunately. That might change going forward in the future, though. Hellfire Citadel is the place to get the feet. Toxicologist, toxic. It's basically toxic treated boots. Those are really cool. I like those boots. The hands, Dreadful Gladiators, Leather Gloves, Mob PvP Vendor, 2 Marks of Honor. Of course, that's part of the same set as the shoulders. And run drum roll, please. We're going to go with the back here. Platinum Mesh. This is Dalaran. Wrath of the Lich King version. Legacy Justice Quartermaster. That's gold to pick up, and it's rather cheap. Gurtog's Discarded Hood, Hellfire Citadel, Regular Mode, Dia Dark Whisper, and the weapons, which I think look pretty epic here. Ice Crown Citadel, Heroic, 10-man to get the daggers. I'm afraid we're going to continue the discrimination train and make sure that you are part of the Kyrian in order to get the bulk of this set. You're looking at the chest, the belt, the legs, and the boots. They're all Kyrian. The rest of this is pretty much out of Ulduar. Bastion, as you can see, Kyrian campaign, rep and renown. To get the Discordant Bearer's chestplate, and also Discordant Bearer's the belt, or in this case, the girdle. And of course, the legs are also part of that Kyrian set. And it's not far-fetched for someone to be a rogue and be Kyrian, essentially. So it's gettable in that regard. Discordant Bearers. I wonder what Blizzard's going to do going forward in the future. In other words, if you were a Kyrian rogue and you basically unlock the leather pieces for the other 3 covenants, you're going to be able to xmog those covenants in the future after this X-Pack is over. I'm just curious. Possible. Love that cape. That cape goes extraordinarily well with this. We're pulling the bracers out of Firelands. That's a nice little touch. It goes really well. Purple and gray there. A lot of purple and gray in this video, but that works for rogues. Got a Lady Undead here, and she's showing the back, which you saw about 20 seconds ago. Cathedral of Eternal Night. That's a decent get right there, not too difficult. And Helm, engineering, and the auction house WAD level engineering to get those purple goggles. And the weapon, Dragon Soul Heroic, is the place for the dagger. I did a set that's very similar to this set for, I think, druids, for monks, and something very similar for rogues, but I made a few changes here, and I think the changes are pretty cool. There's a lot of different tabards that you could choose for this set. Now, there's some conflicting sources as to whether or not you can get the shoulders. Maybe you can't get that specific piece, but I'm pretty sure you might be able to get a recolor or another drop that looks just like it. Just Siege of Orgrimmar is a really weird place as far as what's available, what's not available. I should really steer clear of it, but there's a lot of good stuff there, so it's kind of hard to do. Ice Crown Citadel on the legs. Festergut is the boss, and also we're pulling the chest out of the same place. That would be Ice Crown Citadel. Now, as far as the shoulders and the belt and the gloves, we're going Siege of Orgrimmar LFR. Tomb of Sargeras Heroic for the feet, and I think you could also buy them on the auction house. The hands, Siege of Orgrimmar LFR, various mobs there. Pick that up. And the back piece, Marked Cloak of Command, Tanan Jungle Supreme Lord Kazakh, kind of a fair drop rate to get that. That's a warrior only piece, but the reality is you can mug it if you're any other class at this point. You just can't use it for the stats. The head, Helm of Imagined Horrors, Hellfire Citadel Heroic, Shadow Lord Iskar is the boss. Good drop rate for the headpiece and the weapons, just pretty darn epic, just worth getting anyway. Hellfire Citadel Mythic. The name is Luxeley. I want to thank everybody for stopping by. Leave a like, it's a lot cheaper than sending me money to Patreon, which I never really asked for. But I'm going to leave you with a final thought. Whatever it is by you, whatever it is, morning, afternoon, or night, make it pretty darn epic.